Hello everyone, this is White Wolf, and I wanted to make this quick video because I've been making like 4 or 5 videos almost every single day, so I wanted to really connect with you guys and talk about connecting to creation, connecting into inspiration, but also connecting into the things that give you activation, and also within the midst of the transformation and the metamorphosis and shape-shifting into the direction that you want to become, you allow yourself to be interconnected, interwoven with the things that you want to generate, but also the things that you want to disseminate, and also the things that you want to incinerate when you're allowing yourself to clear, but also connect into the new energies and the new inspiration and the new waves of configurations of different energies that are intermingling and interwoven with the state of connection that you want to apply and to imbibe as. So when you're connecting into that state of wonderment, into that state of being, into that state of connection, you allow yourself to find out that everything is really based on how much you want it and how much you want to transform in the midst of creation, in the midst of change, but also the ability to change inside of the awareness that you're assuming yourself to be right now, but also to see that everything that stems from inspiration, intention, or the ability to imagine, or the ability of visualization, and the ability to combine energies, to combine personality traits, and to also follow a direct correlation of how your emotional guidance system kicks in and lets you know like what you're supposed to be connecting into. So I think some of the things that we do every single day depends on how much we want to experience joy, experience bliss, and experience connection, and experience a state where we can use that newfound intention and that newfound eye-opening connection to wanting to know more about the self. So every single day we have the ability to really connect into the charcuterie board of creation, the vortex, the ability to embrace nothingness, to embrace the awareness that wants to become itself and meditate on top of itself. So what's pure about this energy, it means that you have to find a way to collect yourself, but also you have to find a way to calm yourself. And you also have to find a way to not resist or fight against the current of flow. Sometimes we are pinching pennies, sometimes we're afraid to post videos, sometimes we're afraid to ask that person that question or get that reading from that person or go to a specific retreat, or wanting to start doing music and wanting to explore maybe becoming an author. So sometimes when we restrict the flow of creation, we withhold things from ourselves that don't allow us to really connect into the energy that we're supposed to be. So we have to feel as if we are the energy that's peering inside the observer observing. So meaning we are a separate being, but we are inseparable towards our being. So we're a spiritual being having a human experience, but we're blending our humanity and our non-dual nature with our spiritual God, goddess side. So sometimes when we feel like we're not manifesting or things are not going as quickly as they should, they're actually in divine timing and in the direct foresight and insight of what you're supposed to be doing at this moment in time. So everything that comes out of us, everything that is beautiful and wondrous and connected allows us to be the best that we can be when we want to be it. So sometimes it's not about how much you can do or how much forcefully you can do. Sometimes the anger or aggression or the lack of perception sometimes makes us angry. And sometimes when we get angry, we get flustered. And when we get flustered, then things kind of fall apart a little bit. So sometimes life is a series of takes. So in a movie, they do multiple takes before they get the right shot, the right scene, the right angle, and everything perfectly. So life is a lot like that. Life is basically you finding out what you're supposed to do, what you're supposed to be, through several different takes and vantage points and perceptions. So sometimes we feel like we're trying to figure it all out all at once, and we kind of lose sight of what's important or what's really makes us feel connected or makes us feel in resonance or imbibing a new consciousness. So sometimes it's the ability to see that everything has a direct correlation of how you generate from that standpoint of wanting to open up to more clarity and more wisdom and more vibrancy. So all of us have a reason to do the things that we do, because if we didn't have a reason to do it, we wouldn't do it at all. So if you're having trouble finding out what it is you're wanting to do, then we all have to find out that all of us try to maintain our will and our drive and our ambition. So I'm going to have to wear a hat because the sweat's getting in my eyes. So what that means is that all of us have the ability, the innate ability, to do the things that we really want to do the things that make us feel connected, and doing the things that really matter and that give us a sense of hope, a sense of drive, a sense of ambition, opening up to a deeper state of connection, if you will. So sometimes we can feel as if life is not going fast enough, life is not going quick enough, life is not changing in the way that we want it to. But sometimes life is, or your wife, sometimes life is waiting on us to change, is waiting on us to migrate, is waiting on us to purify and to connect. So sometimes when life gets a little chaotic or crazy or insane and stuff like that, sometimes we have to change it up, just change the spirit of it, change the connection of it, change how it comes to us and how it reinforces itself. So sometimes it's not about why we're changing or how we're changing, but it's the very fact that we're wanting that change within ourselves. If we want the change, if we want the intention, then we have to change ourselves and go through different initiations, different trials, and different reruns of the different angles of our own movie. So everything is an illusion, and the many pixels of illusions that we dream up, create, and generate for ourselves. So sometimes it's the ability to see that all of us are creating collectively in a way that we connect and flow and connect and vibe. So don't withhold the very fact that all of us have a reason to be, have a reason to connect, and have a reason to reinforce the connection that we follow and the direct correlation of perception that we allow within our lives. So sometimes it's not about how we're changing, but it's the fact that we are. It's the fact that we are finding that love within ourselves and finding that connection. And that's all that really matters at the end of the day, is the connection, the relationship, and the communication that you have with Source that allows you to be the best that you can be. So we have to, in a sense, connect into what we are, who we are, why we are the thing that we want to be, or the aspects of a personality. Or sometimes you may just do something and it turns into something else. So it's basically like, I wanted to go to the store, but going to the store turned into your tire. All of a sudden you get a flat, and then you pull into the oil change place and they put air in your tire and they repair it, or the auto shop in a sense. So, but then you meet your best friend there, or you meet your wife, or you get a new job opportunity and you're kind of tired of your old job because it wasn't presenting more opportunities, and then you got connected to this job, which allowed you to have more of an opportunity to connect in a sense. So for some reason I was checking to see if my headphones were off, but the point is that all of us get pointed into the direction of where we're supposed to go, not where we think we're supposed to go, not because we're going somewhere, but the very fact that the journey is not the destination, but the journey is purifying where you're coming from instead of where you're going. And I think that's what's real about this journey, or any journey that you have within life, because life is a series of journeys that turn into a lot of avenues and directions and things that we aspire to be and connect into. So when all of us have to connect and reflect in the way that we do, we have to find out what we are and who we are, and the very fact that we are the connection that we want to be. So I think sometimes when we choose to connect, choose to be the thing that we want to be, we change and become simultaneous and omnipotent to being the servant, of the universe. That anything that we breathe life into, that we can connect into that creation, Creation has to have a reason to connect. And if it doesn't connect, then there's a disconnect. Then there's something amiss. There's something wrong. Not necessarily wrong, but in this example, let's just say that it's wrong. Or it doesn't feel right. Or it doesn't feel connected. Because I don't really believe in right or wrong. Or good or bad. I feel like you're either in the light or in the dark. You're kind of, sometimes in life, I notice that it's not always about what you did, it's about what you didn't do. So don't focus about what you didn't do, focus on what you did. I think sometimes, too many times in our lives, people focus on the things that we didn't do, instead of what you did. Look at what you did, It's like, yeah, you didn't get the painting done yet, but look what you've already done, and then work from there. That's a healthy way of looking at life, I think, because sometimes you have the ability to look at your life in a totally messed up manner, that sometimes your mannerisms determine your life and what you have an outlook on or what you project or say. So all of us can connect into the very fact that we can move on in life. And just keep trucking, fake it till you make it, do things that you need to do, be who you want to be. And I think that's always a simple message of growth, of change, and all of us are different. All of us connect differently. All of us change and grow and initiate within the state of being that we are and what we want to apply. So application is a way of dominating what feels less empowering, what doesn't feel as empowering or as connected. So just enter into the vortex or the stargate or the matrix and kind of feel as if when you enter that you're a changed person. You're always a changed person. You're always going through something, always trying to find out what you are or what you want to do and connect into. So all of us have a reason to change and shift into a different direction, whether we'd like to admit it or not. But all of us do, because we have to feel into the presence of change, of maturation, of love within oneself. So feel that love, feel that divinity, and just be awesome. So we're going to do some healing energy. I think you're the only person on the live, but it doesn't matter. We're going to do some healing energy real quick and connect into creation. Connecting into the vortex, connecting into your stargate, connecting into prophecy, and connecting to emulation of source energy, tapping into the heart center, and then embracing love, light, and divinity within one, within everything, and within everything that you do and say and become, within life, within everything. So feel the presence of God, feel the presence of the I Am, and feel as if you are connecting to the raven spirit. Become a metaphysical shapeshifter of creation and become the light that supersedes all understanding. And then connect into the Apostle Paul's healing power, that sapphire energy that helps you have a cool blue energy. Electromagnetic kinetic source energy and electric blue energy coming through from the dark blue galactic dragon. And then connecting into the eagle to seize opportunities courageously. And then connecting into Merlin to be an alchemist, to embrace the elementals. And then Jesus is going to give us the ability to connect into our higher self. Connecting into galactic chakras and angelic chakras. Clairvoyance, see, clairaudience, clairsentience. Connect into different speech patterns, different beliefs, and also just the blessing of I Am. receive the blessing of Source in your life. Creativity, the ability to write, the ability to feel what you're supposed to do and doing it to the best of your ability, and fully balancing the yin and the yang. A stillness, a courage, a bravery, and a sense of connection within one, within life, and within existence. Connect into your love, connect into your light, and then connect into the source fields of creation. And then we're going to enter the pyramid of creation. There is Ebonic blue light from the right palm, emerald green from the left, and then we're going to have that sapphire blue energy to fully integrate the twin heart, the gut, the mind, and the heart as one. Cleansing the ears and connecting into inner child healing, emotional healing, and healing of poverty consciousness. And then we're just going to trust fall into existence. And then as we trust fall, we can allow ourselves to feel as if the universe has us, meaning that we have faith, that we're content, that we have action, that we're driven by something and cause driven. So just take that trust fall and then just collapse into your existence, meditating on top of the I am and purifying the sense of your container and filter. The infinite reality connected to the absolute reality in 10,000 light codes that will help with light language. And lastly, we're going to be receiving quantum telepathy, quantum shift, quantum timeline shift from Sasquatch. Take a deep breath in and embrace the sonic boom of creation. So that was the healing energy for today. I know the messages have been really quick that I've been doing, but I've been wanting them to be a little bit quicker, more precise, because I make 4 or 5 videos too, and just trying to get to the point, quicker, a little bit quicker, But no, thank you guys, and also I wasn't wearing a hat today, but every time that I'm out here, if I don't wear a hat, I will just sweat, and the sweat will get in my eyes, so that's why. But no, thank you guys so much. It's always an honor and a pleasure to be of service to you guys. Thank you so much for connecting with me. I'm your host, White Wolf. If you want to book private sessions, I have a new private session special. It is 45 minutes for $75 and $25 for $30. minutes. 25 minutes for $30, and around 10 or 11 p.m. Eastern, I'll be doing readings, healings, activations, White Wolf Oracle on YouTube. Been doing freestyle rap, movie reviews, TV reviews, and singing videos, and my instructional videos. So thank you, God bless, namaste, have a wonderful day, and this is White Wolf signing off, and so it is.